Our first taper program took place in the Atlantic forest in the eastern part of Brazil, one of the most threatened biomes in the world. The destruction of the Atlantic forest began in the early 1500s when the Portuguese first arrived in Brazil, beginning the European colonization in the eastern part of South America. This forest was almost completely cleared for timber, agriculture, cattle ranching, and the construction of cities. And today, only 7% of the Atlantic forest is still left standing. And tapirs are found in very, very small, isolated, disconnected populations. In the Atlantic forest, we found out that tapirs move through open areas of pasture land and agriculture, going from one patch of forest to patch of forest. So our main approach in this region was to use our tapir data to identify the potential places for the establishment of wildlife corridors in between those patches of forest, reconnecting the habitat so that tapirs and many other animals could cross the landscape safely. After 12 years in the Atlantic forest, in 2008, we expanded our tapir conservation efforts to the Pantanal in the western part of Brazil, near the border with Bolivia and Paraguay. This is the largest continuous freshwater floodplain in the world, an incredible place and one of the most important strongholds for lowland tapirs in South America. And working in the Pantanal has been extremely refreshing because we found large, healthy tapir populations in the area, and we have been able to study tapirs in the most natural conditions we'll ever find, very much free of threats. In the Pantanal, besides the GPS collars, we're using another technique, camera traps. This camera is equipped with the movement sensor. It photographs animals when they walk in front of it. So thanks to these amazing devices, we have been able to gather precious information about tapir reproduction and social organization, which are very important pieces of the puzzle when you're trying to develop those conservation strategies. And now, right now, 2015, we're expanding our work once again to the Brazilian Cerrado, the open grasslands and shrub forests in the central part of Brazil. Today, this region is the very epicenter of economic development in my country, where natural habitat and wildlife populations are rapidly being eradicated by several different threats, including, once again, cattle ranching, large sugarcane and soybean plantations, poaching, roadkill, just to name a few. And somehow, tapirs are still there, which gives me a lot of hope. But I have to say that starting this new program in the Cerrado was a bit of a slap in the face. When you drive around and you find dead tapirs along the highways, and signs of tapirs wandering around in the middle of sugarcane plantations where they shouldn't be, and you talk to kids, and they tell you that they know how tapir meat tastes because their families poach and eat them, it really breaks your heart.